Hi, welcome back now. It's week 8, so this is the beginning of the second half, really. The first half we build up to a critical discussion of intersectionality, including the recognition that feminist theory hasn't really fully followed through with just what that implies. And here in the second half now we'll be thinking about some of the aspects of just what that does indeed imply. So we're going to begin with the notion of experience. It's clearly very central. But there's definitely some things here to be thinking about. So we're going to deal this week with two pieces. One is a well-known piece. It's been around for a little while from Joan Scott, and a more recent one from Johanna Oksala, which is in part a critical reply to Scott. So Scott's article is a bit long too, by the way. You can probably get away with just reading the middle section. But you might read the first as well. It's kind of it introduces it, I suppose. A lot of the points get repeated, but it's just the middle part in particular if you're a little pressed for time. But her main point is basically that it's not a critique of experience as such. It could seem like that, but it's not quite that. It's a critique of the use to which experience might be put in theoretical projects. That is, when we're trying to understand society, some people might take actual lived experience of individuals as playing a kind of foundational role, and then we can kind of build up our theories on that basis. Her view is that experience is basically part of what we really should be trying to explain. That we don't explain things on the basis of experience. It's part of what we need to explain. And the way we need to do that is recognize that all experience in a given social context is basically conditioned by some kind of conceptual order or a discursive system, and that really needs to be the focus of our attention. It's a little more abstract seeming, but she thinks that's how we'll really get a good understanding of what's going on. She's focused on historiography, but it applies very well to feminist theory and other areas as well. So that's basically her point, that we shouldn't sort of rely on experience. We actually need to take that as part of what we're trying to understand, and we do so by focusing our attention on the underlying discursive system. I have to pause now. I'm going to make a new video in just a second.